Hi everyone, Emily Hay here, and today I'm sharing with you specific steps to help you name your real estate investing business. When you're starting a new real estate investing business, there are really four main steps that you must complete to create your business's foundation. And even if you're already an established investor, you may also need to complete one or more of these steps if you're expanding your business or rebranding, or perhaps you just want to tighten up some of your operations like your email, for example. And the four main steps that you'll need to complete to create your business include 1. Picking your company name, 2. Getting a domain and setting up professional company email. Hooray, you can stop using your personal Yahoo account for your business. 3. You'll need to get a company phone number and address. And step 4, this is a fun part, you need to get a logo. So I have prepared 4 video messages, one on each of these steps, and in today's video I will be covering step 1, picking a name for your real estate investing business. Now when you get set up in this business, you need to feel very good about the company that you've created. You need to feel that essential ownership. Creating a business can start with naming it, as it's going to build some excitement and you can have fun with this part. So how do you pick the right company name? Well, you're going to need to do some brainstorming, so if you don't consider yourself to be creative, then I suggest you ask someone for help that is. Start with 5 ideas, 5 company names, and you can further refine them. Once you have those 5 ideas, we're going to ask yourself some questions about them to narrow down your choices. First of all, what does that name make you think of? Commercial, residential? Does the name suggest that you're a hobby real estate investor, or are you really positioning yourself to be an emerging real estate investing powerhouse? Maybe you like dogs. Maybe you've come up with the name Black Dog Properties, for example. But the problem is that name has a much less professional tone, and it could almost backfire and make people think that you sell dog houses or you're a dog sitter, for example, not that you buy or sell residential homes. So very important as to what does that company name make you think of. Next, I want to know, are you stating the nature of your business in the company name? Does it contain the word homes, properties, or investors in it? An example of a business name that does not state the nature of your business would be Lakeside Investments or Smith Holdings. Neither one gives a seller or a buyer a clear idea that real estate is your core business. And I personally had a hard time with this because I wanted to get really creative, but I realized that the further I went, I was no longer explaining what the company did in the title. You want to be easily remembered, and a good way to do that is to name your company something people think of and relate to without any doubts as to what your core business is. Now ask yourself next, is the name specific enough? I want you to add some descriptive words so you get wholesale property store or best deal homes. By adding those specific words, they can work really well in a business name to target your audience. On the opposite end of the spectrum, is your company name too broad or generic? A name that's too generic would be something like Texas Properties. That would lead you to have all kinds of Google results that won't take people right to your business. Texas Properties is a generic search term like Italian food. Another problem with having a business name that's too broad or generic is that the domains are usually no longer available, or you have to buy them from someone that already owns them, and that can cost hundreds, thousands, upwards of tens of thousands of dollars if it's a really popular domain. Now ask yourself next, is your own name included in your business name? Some people jump to include their personal name, their first name, last name, both, in their real estate investing business name. And it makes logical sense, doesn't it? It's your company and your time and energy behind it. It's your future real estate investing empire, right? Well, no, not necessarily. I received some great advice that you actually do not want to include your personal name in your business name for a few reasons. You don't necessarily want to be that visible. And here's why. Having your personal name in your business name could potentially make you more vulnerable to liabilities, such as tax, insurance, lawsuits, and also in some cases, you can risk seeming like you have an inflated sense of self-importance, even when that is certainly unfounded. Other helpful considerations, something to keep in mind that helped me through the process of naming my business was planning for consistency through my domains. I wanted my main website and my squeeze page domains to be uniform to, again, make it very easy for people to know what I do. And just a reminder on the squeeze pages, those are the sites that are designed to build your buyers and sellers list by offering visitors a free download, usually a free report or an ebook in exchange for the visitor's name and their email address. So an example of consistency through your main site domain and your squeeze page domains would be Wholesale Property Shop as your business name, then getting the domain wholesalepropertyshop.com for your main site, as well as sellwholesalepropertyshop.com and buywholesalepropertyshop.com for squeeze pages. So now that you've brainstormed some ideas and you have some solid candidates, I want you to do the following steps. We're going to check the business name in your state. We'll go to the U.S. Trademark Office website, and finally, we're going to search the search engines. We'll hop over to the internet here. Now, you can usually visit your state's Secretary of State website to see if that business name is available, but the Secretary of State site is not always the place to go to check this, so I personally suggest that you just Google business entity search with your state. One of the first searches that comes up, business services in Michigan. And when I scroll through here, business entity search. So the example I keep using, wholesale property shop, we're going to search and no results found. So that means someone has not registered that business name in the state of Michigan. Just as another example, that business entity search with your state is a good way to find whether or not that name is available. Go to, I did business entity search Ohio, and here the Secretary of State website. Once you're there, we're going to search the Ohio Corporation Registry, and here's where you could enter wholesale property shop. And no results returned on that one. So it's pretty safe to say in the state of Ohio that name would be available. Now we also want to check on a larger scale and make sure that someone hasn't registered your potential business name under the Patent and Trademark Office. So you'll go to uspto.gov, and I want you to follow the trademark box right here and click Search Marks. Once you're here, you're going to do a basic search, and up pops the box to say wholesale property shop. No records are found to match your criteria, so that means someone has not federally registered the name Wholesale Property Shop as a business name. And finally, step 3, you're really narrowed down here. You want to do a catch-all search. You just want to Google your proposed business name. So I have Wholesale Property Shop, and I'm going to hit search. And it's a good sign that no websites are popping up immediately that are wholesalepropertyshop.com or anything close to that to lead you to think that that company name is already taken. Basically, people don't always register their business names before starting a website, so that's why searching the search engines is a great third step. And there's also tools to search for available domains like domainsearch.com and bustaname.com, but I recommend going right to GoDaddy, and we'll see what's available and you'll purchase your domain from there. And that is actually what I will go through with you in the second video. So at this point, you should have your winner. I really hope to see some of the names that you've come up with. I'm excited to see your new business name. I'd love for you to leave me a comment and share what your winning choice was. And as I mentioned, video with the essential steps 2, 3, and 4 will follow soon. I look forward to being in touch. Thanks.